Rob Byrne is up next. Let's take a look and see what's happening out there. I suppose a bit of light relief without load shedding for a little bit. But listen, I've noticed, Rob, whether there's load shedding or not, most of the traffic lights don't work anyway. So I don't know. I don't know if you pick that up a lot. I just don't know where there's sort of, I'm just talking Joburg, but I don't know if that's an issue countrywide. Morning to you.
Morning to you. No, I think it's just a Joburg thing. There's lights out forever along routes like busy routes like Willie Mandela through Four Ways, Malabongwe, through North Riding into Stratham Park. There's hardly a traffic light working on that. They're not just sort of higgledy-piggledy. They are main routes with traffic lights that go down and stay down forever across that Joburg region. Tell you what, it's going to be a busy one today. We saw it yesterday. We're post-payday, and it really does make a difference. A bit of cash in the bank, get a full tank of petrol, and away you go. You're off the public transport and back on the road. So with just a forecast for a busy one today. Let's take you down to KZN, the N3, never too far away from a truck crash. And this is what we're looking at this morning. This is Van Rynen's Pass. It's on the Joburg-bound carriageway. Now, there's no obstruction on the roadway, but there's a lot of looting going on, and there's a lot of stationary vehicles parked up on Van Rynen's, approaching Van Rynen's village. So there is a delay there. Just be very cautious over Van Rynen's. And at some point, they'll need to close Van Rynen's down to recover that truck. So it's going to be a day of disruption on that section of the N3 through KZN. Up by Van Rynen village is the area. Another truck crash on the N4. This is Schoemanskloof, which is closed. This collision early yesterday evening. They're still busy with recovery, so it must be quite a big crashing. It's just east of the R36 Leidenberg exit. So if you're going between Machadodorp and Bombella, Elands Valley is going to be the option this morning. Go through, look for Waterval Boven, Godwana, Montrose. That's the way you're going to do it. Elands Valley to beat that closure of Schoemanskloof Pass. Down into Cape Town we go. And just to note that Chapman's Peak Drive remains closed. It's been closed most of this week because of rock falls. Hopefully, I'll get it cleared up and get it open in time for the weekend because, of course, people like their weekend trips over Chappies. But at this stage, Chapman's Peak Drive remains closed to clear away those rock falls. And this is really important as we head into the weekend. We are getting closer. And, of course, it's a monumental weekend this weekend, isn't it, with sport? And if you're driving out to the Overstrand, Overberg area, you need to know this. This is the R43 from the end to of Botrefia down towards Hermanus. Now, that's what we saw last Friday, and that's what we've seen in Friday's past. So today, if you go out today, you'll be fine. But do it tomorrow afternoon and you'll sit there for a long time. It's just Hermanus weekend volumes. It's also part of the N2 divert around Botrefia closure, and it's also the only way into towns like Claremont, Betty's Bay, Royals and Pringle Bay for your weekend. That's how bad it gets. That's where you queue off the N2 onto the R43 all the way to those stop-go controls at Arabella. So we're just giving you a heads up tomorrow. If you're heading that way, make sure you go early, make sure you go much later, or maybe hold it over and travel on the Saturday. There's a tweet that we saw last Friday from Maria saying it took us an hour and a half to get through it. That's going to be loading up tomorrow as we drive into a weekend on that section of the 43.